Hi, William here, and today we are looking at Unit 8 of the Level 6 Diploma in Construction Site Management, which is Construction. And Unit 8, the title of this unit is Managing Personal Development in a Construction Related Workplace. It's been given a credit value of 8, which makes it a unit which is rather on the small side. Let's move on quickly to tip of the day. So what have I got to say about this unit? It's my experience that it's not necessarily, the topic of this unit is not necessarily a construction manager's practice, but it is for most other professional managers managing your personal development. So if this is a new subject to you, or a subject which you will not over familiar with, may I recommend, or take the opportunity to recommend, a small portion of personal study. I would recommend strongly that you identify and research two small topics. The first is a SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis has to do with recording your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. That is, your employment strengths, your employment weaknesses, the opportunities you may have and the threats to those opportunities. Following on, I would also strongly recommend that you do a little bit of research on exactly what is a personal development plan. And if you've not created a personal development plan or updated yours for some time, then I would suggest, following that research, that you create your own personal development plan, or if you've got one in existence, update it and include 1, 5 and 10-year development goals. You may want to input into that development plan the results or findings from your SWOT analysis, and also include areas of employment which you feel you are perhaps underprepared for, inexperienced or currently struggling with. Should you do this, you will fly through this unit. So if it's an area that you're not familiar with, do your homework. It will be the fast track way and you'll fly through the unit. Well, what exactly is this unit about? This unit is all about managing your own personal development. Sometimes candidates run astray with this unit and they take on board this unit, or they attack this unit as though they are managing the development of responsibilities for those that they manage, but that's not the case. Let's clear that straight up. It's all about your own personal development. It's all about you consolidating your employment present and planning and obtaining a professional future of your choosing. In management, we know that without a plan you're planning to fail. So as construction management professionals, we need a professional development plan so that we can plan our future. Let's look at the learning outcomes of this unit. Number 1, define your personal aims and objectives for undertaking development. When you're listening to the audio podcast in this section, it will give clear information on exactly what these learning outcomes involve. But the type of product information or the product evidence that can be used in this first learning outcome will be the SWOT analysis, employee review, your personal development plan and even your job description. Learning outcome number 2. Contact sources of support and guidance to identify recognised standards for you to manage your personal development. If you're involved in training, as you ought to be, because all construction or all professionals ought to be in continual continual professional development. Then there ought to be some training provider correspondence or records. As mentioned before, employee reviews, performance reports, any training, research or professional body correspondence such as with the CITB or the CIOB. Number 3. Analyse the current level of your knowledge and performance and develop a profile of your development needs. This can be the product evidence which is suitable for this, as already mentioned, employee review, your SWOT analysis, personal development plan, job description, and even your project performance evaluations. Number 4, prepare a development plan for achieving identified development needs. Well, what's the product of that? A personal development plan. Number 5, undertake development activities aimed at achieving identified development needs, reviewing and recording progress and the effectiveness of the activities. Here we could have a training matrix with achieved training goals and planned training goals, or it could be interim training course reports and exam results, even test results. Number 6, measure achievement of identified development needs and record evidence of knowledge and competence against recognised standards. Course training evaluations, updated personal development plan, training test results. And 4, review the cycle of personal development aims and objectives to revise and update aims and objectives to suit changing circumstances. This will be a reviewed personal development plan. Also, it must be recognised that a good indication of how well you are managing your personal development is the current success or not you are experiencing presently in the workplace, and the ease in which you are carrying out your duties, or the amount of guidance, assistance and support you require in areas designated as your responsibility. Well, this introduction video to Unit 8, Managing and Personal Development in Construction related workplace, that's the title. This is the introduction. I trust you have found it helpful. Crack on into the unit, listen to the audio guidance, do prepare your professional development plan if you've not already got one, and do review and carry out a SWOT analysis. If you do, you'll fly through this unit. It is the fast track way.